Hello, and welcome to our peaceful bedtime journey. Before we close our eyes and drift away into a world of magic, please take a soft moment to subscribe to our channel and gently press the like button. Your support helps us create more wonderful dreams and relaxing stories for you to learn English without any effort. Just listen, just breathe, and let the words wash over you. Now, make yourself comfortable. Sink deep into your soft pillows. Pull your warm blanket up to your chin. Take a very deep breath in. Hold it for a moment and slowly let it out. Let go of all the worries of the day. Tonight, we are going on a very slow, very beautiful journey to a place over the rainbow. Chapter 1. The Gray Prairie. Once upon a time, in the quiet, empty lands of Kansas, there lived a little girl named Dorothy. She lived in a small wooden house with her Uncle Henry and her Aunt Em. Everywhere you looked, the world was gray. The sun had baked the green grass into a dry, soft gray. The sky was a pale, endless gray, and the wind whispered softly across the flat land. It was a very quiet place where nothing much happened. But Dorothy was never lonely. She had a little dog named Toto. Toto had soft, silky black hair and tiny, twinkling eyes. He would run and play, and Dorothy would laugh a bright, happy sound in the middle of the gray silence. One afternoon, the wind stopped blowing. The air became very heavy and very still. The gray sky turned into a dark, sleepy shadow. Uncle Henry looked up and saw a dark cloud spinning and spinning like a giant sleepy top. "A cyclone is coming," he whispered. Aunt Em opened the heavy wooden door to the dark, safe cellar under the ground. "Quick, Dorothy," she called, but Toto was afraid. He ran under the soft, comfortable bed. Dorothy ran after him, reaching out her small hands to hold him safe. And then, something magical and very strange began to happen. Chapter 2. The Floating House. The wind gave a long, low sigh. The small wooden house began to shake just a little bit. And then, very slowly, the house began to rise, up and up and up into the sky. It did not fall, it did not break. The wind picked it up as gently as a mother picking up a sleeping baby. The house spun around slowly and softly. It was floating in the very center of the cyclone, where the air was calm and peaceful. Dorothy sat on the wooden floor holding Toto in her arms. It felt like they were riding in a giant, slow-moving hot air balloon. The wind outside sang a deep, humming lullaby. The house rocked back and forth, back and forth. Dorothy felt her eyelids getting heavier and heavier. She was so tired. The rocking of the house was so relaxing. She lay down on her soft bed, hugged her little dog, closed her eyes, and fell into a deep and peaceful sleep, floating among the clouds. Chapter 3. The Magical Awakening. Bump. It was a very soft bump, but it was enough to wake Dorothy from her dreams. She opened her eyes. The rocking had stopped. The house was perfectly still. Bright, golden sunlight was shining through the small window. Dorothy picked up Toto, walked to the door, and opened it slowly. Oh, what a beautiful sight. The gray world of Kansas was gone, completely gone. She stepped out onto the softest, greenest grass she had ever seen. Beautiful flowers in every color you can imagine. Pinks, blues, and deep, sleepy purples were blooming everywhere. Tall trees with leaves swaying gently in the warm breeze dropped sweet-smelling fruits onto the ground. Little birds with feathers of gold and blue were singing quiet, happy songs. From behind the beautiful flowers came 3 funny little men and 1 kind, gentle woman. They were all very short, no taller than Dorothy. The woman wore a beautiful white dress that sparkled like morning dew. She smiled a warm, comforting smile. "Welcome," the woman said in a voice like a silver bell. "Welcome to the land of Oz. Thank you for dropping your house on the Wicked Witch of the East. You have freed the Munchkin people." Dorothy was confused. "I didn't drop my house on anyone," she said softly. But the good woman, who was the Good Witch of the North, pointed to the corner of the house. There, sticking out from under the wood, were 2 feet wearing beautiful, shining silver shoes. "The wicked witch is gone," the good witch whispered, "and these magical silver shoes now belong to you." She handed the sparkling shoes to Dorothy. Dorothy put them on her feet. They fit perfectly. "This place is so beautiful," Dorothy said, her voice full of wonder. "But I miss my Aunt Em and my Uncle Henry. I want to go home to Kansas." "Can you help me?" The good witch shook her head slowly. "Kansas is very far away. I cannot send you there. But there is one person who can, the great Wizard of Oz. He lives in the glowing Emerald City. You must go to him and ask for his help." "How do I get there?" Dorothy asked. "You must follow the yellow brick road," the witch smiled. "Just keep walking, step by step, on the golden path, and you will find your way." Chapter 4. The Friend Made of Straw. Dorothy and Toto began their long, slow journey. The sun was warm on their shoulders. The air smelled of sweet honey and fresh leaves. Under her feet, the yellow bricks were smooth and warm. Step by step, they walked, until they came to a large field of green corn. Standing in the middle of the field, tied to a tall wooden pole, was a scarecrow. His head was a small sack stuffed with soft straw, with 2 eyes, a nose, and a smiling mouth painted on it. He wore an old blue suit, also stuffed with straw. As Dorothy looked at him, the scarecrow slowly blinked one eye. Dorothy was surprised. She walked closer. "Did you just blink?" she asked. "Yes," the scarecrow said in a friendly, rusty voice. "How do you do? I am very tired of hanging on this pole day and night. Could you please help me down?" Dorothy reached up, lifted the scarecrow gently, and placed him on the soft grass. "Thank you," the scarecrow sighed happily, stretching his straw arms. "Who are you, and where are you going?" "I am Dorothy, and I am going to the Emerald City to ask the Great Oz to send me back to Kansas." The scarecrow looked down a little sadly. "Do you think, if I go with you, the Great Oz would give me a brain? You see, my head is filled with nothing but straw. I cannot think. I want to be smart like you." "I don't know," Dorothy said kindly, "but you can come with me if you like." And so the girl, the dog, and the scarecrow walked together down the long, sleepy yellow brick road. Chapter 5. The Heart of Tin. They walked for a long time, until the bright green fields turned into a deep, dark, and quiet forest. The trees were very tall, and their shadows were cool and relaxing. Suddenly they heard a very quiet, very sad groan. "Urgh!" They followed the sound deep into the trees. There, standing completely still, was a man made entirely of bright, shiny tin. He held an axe in his hands, but he could not move a single inch. "Did you groan?" Dorothy asked softly. "Yes," the Tin Woodman whispered without moving his lips. "I have been rusting here for a whole year. I cannot move. Please find my oil can in my little cabin and oil my joints." Dorothy ran to the cabin, found the little oil can, and came back. Very slowly, very carefully, she placed 1 drop of warm oil onto the Tin Man's neck. The scarecrow gently moved the Tin Man's head back and forth until the rust melted away. Then she oiled his arms, 1 drop at a time, slowly moving them up and down. Finally, she oiled his legs. The Tin Woodman gave a long, happy sigh. "Oh, that feels so much better," he said, lowering his heavy axe. "You have saved my life." "Where are you going?" "We are going to the Emerald City," said the scarecrow. "Dorothy wants to go home and I want a brain." The Tin Woodman's metal face looked very sad. "Do you think Oz could give me a heart? I am made of tin. I have no heart. I cannot feel love or happiness. I want a heart more than anything in the world." "Come with us," Dorothy smiled, her voice as soft as a feather. "We will ask the wizard together." Chapter 6. The Gentle Roar. Now there were 4 of them walking in the quiet, peaceful woods. The yellow brick road was covered with dry leaves, making a soft, crunching sound with every step. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Suddenly, a loud, terrible roar echoed through the trees. A massive lion bounded onto the road. He knocked the scarecrow over with one big paw and then turned his big head toward little Toto. Dorothy did not think. She just stepped forward and slapped the lion right on his wet nose. "Don't you dare bite my dog," she said. "You are nothing but a big coward, picking on little things." To her surprise, the giant lion stopped. He rubbed his nose with his big paw, and huge tears began to roll down his furry cheeks. "I know," the lion cried, sobbing softly. "I know I am a coward. I am the king of beasts, but I am afraid of everything. If a leaf falls, I shake with fear. I have no courage at all." Dorothy felt very sorry for him. She gently petted his soft, thick mane. "Don't cry," she whispered, soothing him. "We are going to see the Great Oz. I want to go home. The Scarecrow wants a brain. The Tin Man wants a heart. You should come with us and ask Oz for some courage." The lion blinked away his tears. "You think he would give me courage? Oh, I would sleep so peacefully at night if I were not so afraid. Yes, I will go with you." Chapter 7. The Field of Sleep. The five friends continued their journey. The forest slowly disappeared and opened up into a massive meadow filled with bright red flowers. These were poppies, magic poppies with a very sweet, very heavy scent. As they walked through the endless field of red, the sweet perfume filled the air. It was a smell that made you want to close your eyes and drift away. Dorothy felt her steps becoming slow and heavy. Her eyelids fluttered. "I am so sleepy," she whispered, sitting down among the soft red petals. "I just need to rest my eyes for 1 minute." And she fell fast asleep, breathing deeply and peacefully. Toto curled up next to her, snoring softly. The lion yawned a huge, sleepy yawn. "I can't keep my eyes open," he mumbled, and he too crashed onto the soft ground, fast asleep, dreaming quiet, safe dreams. Only the Scarecrow, who was made of straw, and the Tin Woodman, who was made of metal, did not feel sleepy. They knew they had to save their friends. Moving very slowly and very carefully, they built a small wooden cart. They gently lifted sleeping Dorothy and sleeping Toto onto the cart and pulled them out of the poppy field into the fresh, clear air. Then, they asked thousands of little field mice to pull the heavy lion out of the flowers. Slowly, the fresh breeze woke them up. Dorothy stretched her arms, feeling incredibly rested and peaceful. Chapter 8. The Emerald City. The yellow brick road finally led them to a giant wall glowing with a beautiful green light. They had arrived at the Emerald City. The guardian of the gate welcomed them warmly, but he told them they must all wear special glasses locked with a tiny golden key. "If you do not wear these glasses," he said softly, "the brightness of the green city will blind you." When they put the glasses on, everything was a soothing, calm green. The buildings, the streets, even the sky seemed to glow with a peaceful emerald light. It was the most relaxing place in the world. They were taken to the great palace to meet the Wizard of Oz. One by one, they entered the grand throne room. When Dorothy went in, she saw a giant, floating head. The head told her, "I will send you home only if you go to the west and melt the Wicked Witch of the West." When the Scarecrow went in, he saw a beautiful fairy. When the Tin Man went in, he saw a terrible beast. And when the lion went in, he saw a ball of fire. But the answer was always the same: defeat the Wicked Witch, and your wish will be granted. Chapter 9. The Journey West. The friends were very sad. They did not want to hurt anyone, but they wanted their dreams to come true. So they turned their feet toward the dark, quiet lands of the West. The Wicked Witch of the West was watching them. She sent a pack of wolves, but the Tin Woodman calmly and bravely chased them away. She sent a flock of crows, but the Scarecrow waved his arms and scared them all away. Finally, the witch used a magical golden cap to call the winged monkeys. The monkeys flew through the sky, catching the Tin Man and dropping him so he could not move. They pulled the straw out of the Scarecrow. They locked the lion in a cage. But when they saw Dorothy and the silver shoes sparkling on her feet, they did not hurt her. They carried her gently through the air and set her down inside the witch's castle. The witch made Dorothy work very hard, sweeping the floors day after day. One day, the witch played a trick and made Dorothy trip. One of her beautiful silver shoes fell off. The witch quickly grabbed it. "Give that back!" Dorothy cried. She was so angry that she picked up a large bucket of cold, clear water and threw it right over the wicked witch. Suddenly, the witch began to scream, "Water, you are melting me!" And very slowly, like a piece of brown sugar in a warm cup of tea, the witch began to shrink and melt down, until she was nothing but a puddle of water on the cold stone floor. The wicked spell was broken forever. Chapter 10. The Real Magic. The Winkies, the people of the West, were so happy to be free that they repaired the Tin Woodman, polishing him until he shined. They stuffed the Scarecrow with lovely, fresh straw, and they freed the sleeping lion. Using the golden cap, Dorothy called the winged monkeys, who gently flew them all back to the Emerald City. They marched into the throne room to demand their wishes, but the room was completely empty. Toto ran to the corner and grabbed a large green curtain in his mouth, pulling it back. There, behind the curtain, stood a little old man with a bald head and a wrinkled, kind face. He was pulling levers and speaking into a large tube. "Who are you?" Dorothy asked. The little man sighed a long, tired sigh. "I am Oz. I am not a real wizard. I am just a normal man from Omaha. I floated here in a hot air balloon many years ago, and the people thought I was magic. So I played a trick on them. But I am so tired of pretending." The friends were heartbroken. "But what about my brain?" asked the Scarecrow. "What about my heart?" asked the Tin Man. "What about my courage?" asked the Lion. The old man smiled warmly. "My dear friends, you already have what you are looking for." He looked at the Scarecrow. "You have learned so much on this journey. You are the smartest of all. But if you need proof..." The old man unpinned the Scarecrow's head and filled it with a mixture of bran and pins. "There. Now you have a sharp brain." The Scarecrow felt very, very smart. He looked at the Tin Man. "You are the kindest person I know. You cried for a tiny bug. That is true love." But the old man took a beautiful heart made of red silk and stuffed with sawdust, and placed it in the Tin Man's hollow chest. There, a kind, ticking heart. The Tin Man smiled, feeling the warmth in his chest. He looked at the Lion. "You face terrible danger to protect your friends, even when you are terrified. That is the definition of true courage." "But..." The old man poured a sweet green liquid into a beautiful golden dish. "Drink this liquid courage." The Lion drank it and licked his lips, feeling instantly brave and strong. "And for you, little Dorothy," the old man said gently, "I cannot do magic. But we can fix my old hot air balloon and float back to America together." Chapter 11. The Journey Home. They spent days sewing the balloon, making it safe and strong. Finally, it was time to go. The old man climbed into the basket. The wind was pulling softly at the ropes. "Come on, Dorothy," the wizard called. But Toto had chased a little kitten into the crowd. Dorothy ran to catch him. By the time she scooped the soft little dog into her arms, the ropes broke and the balloon floated up, slowly drifting away into the sky without her. Dorothy sat down and cried. Her friends held her close, comforting her. "There is one more person who can help," the Scarecrow said softly. "Glinda, the good witch of the South. She is truly wise." And so, they made one last journey, slowly walking to the gentle lands of the South. They passed over quiet rivers and through whispering forests until they reached Glinda's beautiful ruby palace. Glinda was beautiful, and her voice was as soft as a mother's lullaby. She listened to Dorothy's story. "My sweet child," Glinda whispered, stroking Dorothy's hair. "You have always had the power to go home. You never needed a wizard." "I don't understand," Dorothy said sleepily. "Your silver shoes," Glinda smiled. "They hold wonderful magic. All you have to do is close your eyes, click the heels together 3 times, and tell the shoes where you want to go." Dorothy's heart filled with warmth, but she felt a gentle sadness saying goodbye to her friends. She hugged the Scarecrow, soft and wise. She hugged the Tin Man, smooth and loving. She hugged the Lion, warm and brave. Then, she picked up Toto, held him close to her heart, and closed her eyes. Click went the silver heels. Click, click, take me home to Aunt Em, she whispered softly into the wind. Immediately, the air picked her up. She felt a gentle, spinning sensation, like being rocked in a warm hammock. The wind sang a quiet song in her ears. The world melted into a soft blur of colors, and then, thump, she rolled over on the soft ground. She opened her eyes. She was not on the golden road anymore. She was sitting on the dry, gray grass of Kansas. The silver shoes were gone, lost forever in the magic wind. Before her stood the newly built farmhouse. Aunt Em walked out the door, wiping her hands on her apron. When she saw the little girl, she ran as fast as she could and pulled Dorothy into a warm, tight, lovely hug. "Oh, Dorothy, my sweet child," she cried with joy. "Where have you been?" Dorothy hugged her back, burying her face in her aunt's shoulder, feeling perfectly safe and perfectly loved. "I had a very long, very magical dream," Dorothy whispered softly, closing her eyes in the warm sunlight. "But there is no place like home. There is no place like home. Sweet dreams and goodbye." And so the wonderful journey comes to an end. Dorothy is safe in her soft, warm bed in Kansas. The wind outside is quiet. The stars are shining brightly in the dark sky. Everything is peaceful. Everything is calm. It is time for you to rest now, too. Let your arms feel heavy and relaxed. Let your legs sink into the mattress. Take one more deep, slow breath in and let it all out, drifting away into your own magical dreams. If this gentle story brought you peace tonight, please remember to subscribe to our channel and leave a quiet little like on your way to sleep. It helps our little community grow and brings more sweet dreams to the world. Sleep beautifully. Sleep deeply. May your dreams be painted with golden roads and emerald cities. Good night, sleep tight, and sweet, sweet dreams.